Okay, we're at Willow Springs, and of course the game's been interesting. I have a few thoughts on this, and bearing in mind that the game has supposedly got FIA accreditation. I find that in campaign mode, the AI doesn't act correctly. You get blocked, and the other cars seem to put on their brakes at very odd times and weave across the road to try and prevent you from overtaking, which I think is a problem. So you're trying to do a clean race, and you're trying your best not to bump into other cars, and you almost get forced into bumping into cars where there's a group of cars. You think you've got a clear run, and what happens? The opposing car will suddenly put its brakes on for no apparent reason. It does appear also that the game can have variable levels of control when using a gamepad, but that could be me, but I'm not 100% convinced by that, as it normally only happens when you're near another or catching up on a lead car. But that could be that I'm just plain trying too hard. What I do find really unacceptable is that when you're lapping a car, when you're trying to get position or you're lapping a car, it will do absolutely everything to race really hard and even drive you off the road. And in reality, that would not happen, because you'd have the flags out telling them to pull over, let you past, because obviously you're lapping them and you're faster. And for me, that spoils the game, because if I'm fighting for the lead and there's a lap car in the way and it deliberately is aggressive to stop you from overtaking, then that's a big problem with the game. It's highly unfair, because obviously the advantage is to the AI. The AI has a clear run through, or maybe not. It doesn't matter if it's AI or human. In all honesty, if a back marker is blocking two cars fighting for position that are in the lead in front of it by a full lap, it should not happen. It just is annoying, and especially in campaign mode, you get sent off, the car inevitably spins, always faces the wrong way, your race is done, and you should not have that happen within this esports simulation. Because obviously, if you're playing online, the other player would be heavily penalised for doing it. I.e., you get a time, you'd be told to slow down. So those are my thoughts on this. I just find it a little bit annoying and unfair. I've got to admit, I'm only playing this now to really get enough money so I can drive the E-Type Jag and some of the other fantastic cars in VR. And the only way to drive those cars is race a lot and get as much money as you can. I should race online, but I like the fact that I can just pick this up at any time. I don't have to wait for a set race. And I haven't got the setup at the moment. But it is coming. I will have my race cupboard sorted out soon when I've soundproofed it and done all the other things, because the one thing that people don't tell you is that some of these steering wheel and pedal sets can be very noisy, especially if you've got wood floors, and it can drive people up the wall. Even though to you it doesn't seem noisy, for anyone else in the building it could drive them round the bloody bend. So there's my thoughts. Other thoughts on the game? Well, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I think that the VR mode is great as a visual experience, but too limited. I think they should have the time attack or time trial mode in it, so you could try and post your best time online, just like you do in Dirt Rally. It's good fun, and it's good to see how other people are faring in their lap times in VR. I find my lap times when I'm actually in VR are slightly faster than on gamepad, but I admit I've not really used a gamepad for racing games for a long time, so GT Sport is pretty much the first one I've done in probably a couple of years with that, and the previous one was Forza, which I found slightly annoying on gamepad. So there you have it. There's my thoughts. I'm going to leave you to the video. I don't know if my vocal track has actually come out. I hope it has. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day, and I'm out of here.